We're going to go to some news. We've got behind the scenes Andrew Clennell, our political editor, here with me, which goes to one of the more dramatic events of the week, and that was yesterday's coup that Labor put in place to put their own nominee as the Deputy Speaker. Now, senior Labor sources that I've been talking to, Andrew, have said that they've been cooking this up basically since the end of last week. As soon as Kevin Hogan was appointed to the ministry, Kevin Hogan being the former Deputy Speaker, as soon as he was appointed to the executive, he'd have to vacate the Deputy Speaker role. So from Friday of last week, Labor's thinking there's going to be a vote in the Parliament. How can we cause some mischief and potentially get a candidate up against the government's wishes? And what happened yesterday? They did exactly that.
I've got similar information, Kieran, that even before Parliament resumed on Monday, that the plot was afoot, if you like, and what I've heard is that this was canvassed potentially between Labor and rebel Nationals MPs. One thing that's being pointed to is an informal conversation between the Leader of the House for Labor, Tony Burke, and Llew O'Brien yesterday morning, on Monday morning. I'm told there was an informal, one Labor source has put to me, there was an informal chat in which it was indicated that you know, or asked whether Llew O'Brien would be interested in running for Deputy Speaker. And I also believe that Barnaby Joyce may have been in informal discussions with one Labor MP. So it looked very much like it. I'm sure there'll be some denials from the Labor side, and you've actually heard some of those, but it does appear to me that there was an informal arrangement, or conversations at least, about the possibility of Llew O'Brien being nominated between Labor MPs and the rebel Nats.
Well, it's interesting, as you say, I've heard a denial. Labor source saying that categorically there was no explicit offer made to Llew O'Brien, that Tony Burke did, as you say, bump into Llew O'Brien yesterday, but there was no categorical offer made, I'm told, by Labor. But as you know, this place, it's various conversations had around the halls of Parliament. It's not just me that says it, it's Anthony Albanese who says it. Anthony Albanese was on ABC radio earlier in the day. Let's have a listen into the opposition leader on ABC.
Did you speak to? Did you or some of your side?
I have said to you, Fran, I spoke to no one.
No, I'm not asking about you directly. I'm asking if someone from your side, Tony Burke or somebody else, spoke to the Nats and you cooked this up together.
Well, I'd be surprised if there weren't discussions around the chamber. There are all the time. What's extraordinary?
Are you saying this wasn't a strategy from Labor?
I'm not saying anything about it, Fran. I'm saying private discussions are private discussions. I'm saying that I didn't have a discussion with anyone about this.
Yes, so Anthony Albanese not confirming the strategy, but there was, as we reported just a moment ago, there was a strategy and it had been worked on since Friday of last week, and that comes as no surprise. Of course, Labor's trying to cause mischief, but as for how detailed any agreement was, Llew O'Brien wasn't going there either when he spoke to Andrew yesterday.
Did you know Labor were going to nominate you?
No.
So you were out of the chamber, you came back in, and at that moment you decided to accept the nomination?
Something like that.
Something like that. So there's still a bit of a question mark over it, as you've said.